Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have Commander Cody, Sky Marshal of the Universe. Now, this was originally intended to be a broadcast on television as a 12-episode weekly series. Sky Marshal was first released theatrically in 1953 as a 12-chapter weekly serial. It was then syndicated to television on NBC in 1955. Today we have a colorized version of the shows for you. So let's start. We'll be back.
Miss Gilbert and Mr. Richards to see Commando Cody.
Yes, sir. Just a minute, please. Miss Gilbert, Mr. Richards. Yes, sir. Thank you. Commando Cody's not in, but Mr. Henderson will see him.
Right. Thank you.
Does Mr. Henderson work here, too?
No. Mr. Henderson's in charge of all operations in outer space. Even Commando Cody takes orders from him.
Well, I hope we make a good impression.
You'll do all right.
Come in. Hello, Miss Gilbert, Mr. Richards. I'm Mr. Henderson.
How do you do?
How are you, Mr. Henderson?
Come in and make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
I've looked over your records and recommendations. They're entirely satisfactory. I'm sure you're going to be able to fill the positions we have here for you.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Exactly what will our jobs be?
Basically, the same as you've been doing. Adapting atomic power for rocket ship propulsion.
Well, will we work here?
Yes. But you'll find working with Commando Cody involves a great deal more than the usual laboratory routine.
Yes, I've heard a lot about him.
And you've only heard of a very few of his activities. Everything that takes place here is strictly top secret. That's why the government insists that Commando Cody wear a mask at all times. Even the people who work for him must know who he is, for their protection as well as his.
I understand, but I've often wondered, how did they choose the name Commando Cody for an atomic scientist?
Oh, he's a good deal more than that. The name comes from his connections with the commandos during the last war. He was one of the most daring and successful leaders in that branch of the service.
That's an appropriate name for the Sky Marshal of the Universe.
I'm looking forward to meeting him.
He's out testing a new fuel for his rocket flying suit, but he'll be back shortly. I'll show you around the laboratory while we're waiting. We've got the finest equipment in the country. These are your new assistants, Commando, Miss Joan Gilbert, Ted Richards. Commander Cody.
Miss Gilbert.
You too.
To Richards. Commander Cody.
Their credentials have passed the Security Council.
Good. That's what I call getting jet propulsion down to a fine point.
Yes, and my new fuel has increased its efficiency considerably.
I was waiting for you to get here, Commando, to explain the urgency of this work. And since they're going to be helping you, I think they should know the whole story.
Certainly. They can work more intelligently if they know what we're up against.
Of course, you've heard rumors and stories of mysterious missiles striking the Earth last winter.
Yes, but I understood that was just a few meteors and another group of those imaginary flying saucers.
That's what we wanted the public to believe. But actually, there were missiles fired at Earth by a powerful enemy from outer space.
Are the missiles still coming in?
No, Commando Cody has devised a means of encircling the Earth's upper atmosphere with a blanket of radioactive cosmic dust.
Beg your pardon?
I won't go into detail now, but any missile or rocket flying through this cosmic dust blanket becomes so hot that it burns up before it can reach Earth.
Do you have any idea who this enemy is or where he's located?
No, he's the unknown factor in our problem. However, we feel sure that he's based on one of the planets in our own solar system, so I've been instructed to take the offensive against him. Our first step will be to build an atomic-powered rocket ship capable of reaching any of the neighboring planets.
Have you designed the rocket yet?
Yes, and I'm reasonably sure it'll be practical. The technical problems will be worked out here in the lab. The actual rocket will be built somewhere else.
And secretly. I cannot stress that enough. We can't risk throwing the whole world into a panic. Besides, there's also the danger of possible enemy agents already on Earth. I'm certain that I've been shadowed on several occasions.
I promise you we'll take every precaution.
I am sure you will. And of course, the government will give you every possible protection. Well, goodbye and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Henderson.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson.
I'll show you the designs for the rocket.
Do we keep trailing him?
No, I better report in. Henderson just left Commando's place. He was in there for about an hour. A man and a woman went in first and then Commando.
Are they still there?
Yes.
When they leave, break in and try to find out what's going on. I suspect that Henderson is starting Commando out on some new project which may again interfere with our plans. See if you can find out how our bombardment of Earth was stopped. This information would be of great value.
We'll try it.
Well, what do you think of the plans?
As far as I can tell, they're very good. But you've got some rather heavy structural units in that hull.
Naturally, Ted, it'll have to support an atomic power plant.
Yeah, that's true. What's worrying me is how you plan to assemble it. According to Mr. Henderson, we're going to have to do it on the QT in backyard garages.
It's not quite that bad. Ever hear of the town of Graphite?
No.
Not many people have. It's a ghost town. An old abandoned mining camp out here in the desert. Nobody ever goes near the place, and it has any number of old buildings to house our construction equipment.
Certainly looks far enough away from everything.
It is. Now, we'll have to do some road work between these points. But it's just the kind of place we need. Well, that's enough for one day. Did you both come out in one car?
Yeah, in mine.
Why don't you let Miss Gilbert take your car, and I'll drop you off at the hotel.
Okay, fine.
Here they come.
Good night, Joan.
Good night.
Good night.
My car's down here.
Let's go.
Good evening. Is this the Morton Laboratory?
Morton? No, I never heard of the place.
Hey, what's that flashing light?
It's from a photoelectric cell in the office. Somebody just went in there. Hold on to your hat.
Somebody drew a line across here to a place called Graphite.
Yeah. They don't tell us anything.
No, it don't.
I'll tackle the safe. You check the filing cabinet. Closet. Get in. So we never did get into the safe.
Wasn't there anything in the office itself?
Not unless that map of the town of Graphite meant something.
It could. They might have found some new ore deposits, or they might be planning some other project there. I'll report to the ruler. This is Dr. Varney reporting from Earth. Dr. Varney reporting from Earth. The government man Henderson has been in touch with Commando Cody, and they appear to be planning some operation in a deserted mining town. Do you consider this worth investigating further?
Definitely. Any project Henderson and Commando Cody are involved in is very likely to be directed against us. The cosmic ray blanket Commando Cody built has seriously delayed our plans to use Earth as a staging area for the conquest of other planets. Cody is our most dangerous obstacle, so watch every move he makes.
Go to Graphite, find some good hiding place and some means of observing everything that takes place. If there are any signs of activity, let me know at once.
Right.
You think they found anything?
No, we're probably all right this time. But I'll feel a lot happier when we get moved out to Graphite.
Well, we can't expect to be entirely safe even there, Ted. After we start moving the materials and supplies in quantities, we must move with the utmost caution.
We can't keep people from spotting the truckloads of gear we need.
Having everything possible prefabricated to various plants will simplify matters. Then we can move it out there all at once and make the final assembly in a hurry.
Does that mean that we'll be working in graphite rather than here?
A little of both. So we'll need some means of communicating. Excuse me. You can tell people these are official badges you wear when you work for me. Actually, they are two-way radios with a special wavelength assigned for my use only.
Got medals already.
You're liable to earn them before we finish with this job.
Commander, we're ready to install the atomic pile chamber in the rocket. Can you come down to the barn?
Okay, Ted, let's go.
Atomic pile chamber. Rocket ship.
We'd better report to Varney.
Yeah.
This is Varney reporting from Earth. My men have found out that Commando Cody is building a rocket ship, probably for interplanetary travel.
We must keep Commander Cody earthbound. Destroy his rocket ship at once.
Break in, cut up that ship the best you can, and then set fire to the barn. Stay here and cover me.
Hello, Joan.
I tried to bring you some hot food from town, but I'm afraid it isn't very good now.
Beats coffee and sandwiches anyway. Boy, we've been... Hey, Commando, someone's in the barn.
Keep them busy. I'm going inside. Right.
old seeing eye alarm sure saved us that time.
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's get out the barn and clean up that mess. When you report to Mr. Henderson tonight, tell him we'll still get the rocket out Thursday.
All right.
Good night, Joe.
Night.
Night.
So that's the thing that tipped him off.
Well, it won't do it again. We'll have no trouble in that barn the next time.
Well, what are we going to do next time?
The ruler wants the rocket ship destroyed. He doesn't care how. Well, that's that. We won't find that bomb till they're up 30,000 feet tomorrow. And it'll be too late.
Calling post 1. Calling post 1.
Post number 1.
This is Commando Cody. We're coming in. Clear us through to the rocket.
Yes, sir. Calling post number 2. Calling post number 2.
Good morning, Clancy. Everything all right?
Yes, sir. No trouble at all.
Good. Drive Miss Gilbert to Graphite, then report back to Mr. Henderson.
Yes, sir.
Give us a call on your radio when you get back to the office. We'll keep you posted.
All right. Bye, Commando, and good luck.
Thank you.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Ted.
Fire pilot jets. Firing main jets. So far. Let's cruise around easy for a while, then we'll try for some altitude.
Right.
There's nothing here worth taking. Let's go.
So, you didn't go with the others. Maybe you're lucky.
Let's get back to the mine and get our stuff. We can leave her there.
Everything seems to be hanging together. Let's try for some altitude.
Right.
What makes you think you can get away with this?
We're doing all right so far, aren't we?
Commando Cody gets back, he'll search this whole town, even this mine.
Commando's not coming back.
You're bluffing.
Commando won't think so when he gets to 30,000 feet.
That's ridiculous. That rocket will fly to any altitude.
Well, it might if it didn't have a bomb hidden behind its radar scanning screen. The barometer detonator set to go off at 30,000.
Level off. Take over, Ted. Take her back to the field. I'm going to fly down and find Joan.
Right, Commando.
Well, somebody will find you here after a while. Maybe.
Commando, is the rocket safe?
Yes, Joan.
Commando, this rocket is certainly all we expected it to be. It's well worth everything you went through to get it flying.
I only hope we can keep it flying.
Seems to me you ensured that. The gang that tried to destroy it was wiped out.
There haven't been any attempts to penetrate the cosmic dust blanket, have there?
No, but Earth is in mortal danger. We still have a deadly and powerful enemy in outer space. There'll be plenty of work for this ship. And for us.
Station 37G, 37G. The unidentified missile is still coming in. Present bearing from this station, 218, 218. Course 136, 136. Altitude 83,000, 83,000.
Land right close to here.
What's the latest report? Still coming in, sir. and through most of our protective layer of cosmic dust.
Impossible.
Radar reports verify it. Our lookout should be able to pick it up by now.
Calling lookout station 84. This is Commando Cody calling. Do you read me?
Station 84, back to Commando Cody. Come in, sir.
Can you pick up that missile?
Not yet, sir.
I see it now, sir. It's coming in from the northwest.
It's coming down fast. Looks like it'll land somewhere in the crestline hill.
Right, we'll handle it. Off and clear. I'm going to fly out there. Help me with the suit, Ted. Right, let's go.
The missile is now at 4-3000. 4-3000. Course 145. 145.
You'll never get there before it lands.
Maybe not, but I should be able to pick it up anyway. Stand by your radios. I may need help.
Right.
Dr. Varney. You're exactly on schedule.
Our ruler assured me his timing would be exact. I'm Lenato.
Put on this coat. We don't want to attract unwelcome attention. To get through the protective layer of radioactive cosmic dust which Commando Cody has built up around the Earth.
My rocket was so small it was able to move through the dust with a minimum of friction. Even so, it burned as I landed.
Nonetheless, it was quite an accomplishment.
True. Our plans include the conquest of the entire planetary system. Since Commando Cody's cosmic dust blanket has prevented our reduction of this planet by the usual guided missile bombardment, we must have a rocket fleet capable of blasting its way through your atmosphere. And we can do that with this.
Come in, Commando.
Did you find it? What's left of it. It's a very small rocket on fire now. Pick up a fire truck and get out here as soon as you can. Just stay on the Crestline Road until you see the fire.
Right.
Here's the Venustrium.
It must be a very remarkable element.
It is somewhat similar to your uranium. Atomic power developed from it is more easily controlled, but not as long-lasting as power from a uranium base.
So I understand. If we can develop an atomic pile using a combination of these two elements, we'll have a power plant far ahead of anything now known.
Are you sure Commando Cody has the proper facilities for the work we have to do?
He must have. He built his own atomic-powered rocket.
Yes, I know. The ruler told me about his flights into outer space. Besides being Sky Marshal of the universe, he must be a most gifted scientist.
Undoubtedly. No one knows who he really is. For reasons of personal security, he hides his identity behind a mask, even while working with his own assistants.
Have you been able to arrange an interview with him?
Yes. I had to secure forged credentials for the both of us. Commando appeared interested, and I'm sure if we gain his confidence, he'll let us work with him.
Good.
This is very interesting, gentlemen. Would you mind telling me what this material is?
It's a new element never before found on Earth. We extracted it from a meteor we discovered in the desert east of graphite.
You made a very important discovery, gentlemen. And we certainly appreciate your bringing it to us.
Thank you. We would like very much to follow through with the adaptation of this new element. Do you think it would be possible for us to work with you?
Our work here is strictly top secret. However, it's up to Mr. Henderson. He's in charge of the interplanetary security.
It's irregular, but your credentials appear to be satisfactory. And the usual security checkup would take months. Since these men will be working with their own material, I don't believe there should be any objection.
Then we can go right ahead.
Where will we work?
The preliminary work will be done here in my laboratory. If you'll come back tomorrow morning, we'll be all ready to start.
Good. We'll be here.
Bye, Doctor.
Joan, put this in the safe.
Anything new on that rocket that landed last night?
Not yet. Ted is still out there investigating.
How could it have penetrated that cosmic dust?
I'm not sure. It was a very small ship. In fact, that's what worries me most. I can't believe that a rocket that small could possibly have come from another planet.
Then where could it come from?
The mad scientist may have rocket launching bases hovering just outside our field of gravity.
If that's true, you'll have to take your rocket on a patrol of space as quickly as possible.
I intend to. But first, I want to try Dr. Varney's new element in our atomic pile. If it works, it will greatly increase our speed and range of operation.
Well, that's it. Now all we gotta do is see if it works.
Well, there's no reason why it shouldn't. The test flight is set for tomorrow morning. I'll pick you up at 10 o'clock.
We'll be ready. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Calling post 1, calling post 1.
Post number 1.
This is Commando Cody. We're coming in. Clear us with the other post.
Yes, sir. Calling post number 2.
You certainly keep the rocket well guarded.
Yes, no one could possibly get near it without being cleared by one of us.
Good morning, Clancy.
Good morning, sir.
Will you drive my car back to town?
Yes, sir.
Strap yourselves in tightly. The acceleration will be sharp at takeoff.
Firing pilot jets. Fire main jets.
Completed.
Is everything working all right?
So far.
I'll say it is. Look at that rate of climb.
The jet thrust from the combination of the two elements has given us more speed than this ship is designed for. I hope everything hangs together all right.
Want me to slow it down a little bit, Commando?
No, we just well find out if it's going to hold up.
Yes, sir.
We're entering the cosmic dust curtain. Turn on the dispersal ray.
Yes, sir.
Does it entirely disperse the dust?
No, but it reduces the radioactivity sufficiently to allow us to get through.
225,000 feet.
Okay, level off. We'll just cruise around easy for a while.
Yes, sir.
It's the ejector valve for cooling the atomic pile system. That valve must have been opened too far. The exhaust vapors have condensed and partially closed the outlet through the hull.
Can't you shut it off?
No. Without an exhaust outlet, the pile chamber would explode in a matter of seconds. That's as far as I dare close it.
But what can we do?
We've got to clear that vent somehow. Maybe I can do it from here. I gotta pull a plug in the ejector to clear the vent. Cut your rate of heat exchange as low as possible. Watch the pressure in the atomic pile chamber.
It's too high already. 2,500.
I know. I've closed the valve a little, and I've got to close it all the way for a few seconds. We'll take a chance on the pressure at 3,000. If it hits that, sing out.
You say so. It's cutting it awfully close. That's it.
Our power output is almost twice as much as it was from uranium alone. You gentlemen are certainly to be congratulated for your discovery of that element.
It was your combining it with uranium which made it practical. Do you suppose it would be possible for Professor Lenato and me to get some uranium for our experiments?
Uranium is all under government control, but maybe Mr. Henderson could arrange for you to get a small amount for experimental use.
That'll be fine.
Thank you.
I think that's test enough. Take her back to the field.
Right. All right. Make your arrangements at once. It was an expensive bit of bribery, but that man is a trusted employee at the refinery. He will have no difficulty in getting us all the uranium we need.
Good. Our mission is practically accomplished. Come. We'll report to the ruler.
Very well.
This is Lenato on Earth. This is Lenato on Earth. We've arranged to secure all the uranium you require. I plan to load it into Commando Cody's rocket ship and take off tomorrow.
Excellent. The theft of the rocket ship will enable us to build ships modeled on his and capable of passing through the cosmic dust blanket that protects Earth.
There is still the problem of getting past the guards around Commando's rocket.
I have a plan to overcome that difficulty.
Not interfere with your plans?
Not at all. In fact, it'll make our problem much easier.
All RuSO2 plus H2SO4. You. Dr. Varney, Professor Lenato, how are you? Commander Cody just left.
Yes, I know. But you will do very nicely. Come with us.
But I don't understand.
You don't need to. All we ask is your assistance in getting past the guards on Commando's rocket ship. Come at once, please. Call that guard post. Tell them to pass us and the truck through.
Calling guard post number 1. Calling guard post number 1.
Post number 1.
This is Ted Richards. We're coming in with Commando's car and a truckload of supplies for the rocket. Clears with the other guard post.
Yes, sir.
Morning, Mr. Richards. Morning. Take it easy, Clancy.
Get in the rear seat. Here, put these on him.
See if you can turn my insignia radio on to sending. He did it. Calling Commando Cody. Calling Commando. Calling Commando.
Hello, Ted. Come in.
Varney and Lenato are stealing your rocket. They have us handcuffed here in the car at the airfield. They're loading something into the rocket. Looks like they're about to take off.
I'll get there as fast as I can.
That's all.
You drive the car onto some side road and leave it.
I got you.
Here are the keys.
Gil, you pick them up in the truck.
Right, boss.
Firing pilot jet.
Firing pilot jet.
Fire main rocket.
Main rocket. Safe now.
Everything is functioning perfectly.
How did he get in here?
Must have flown to the top of the ship and come in through the decompression chamber hatch. Decided to come with us.
Where are you going?
Back to my own planet, with all the uranium we need for our own rocket fleet. Perhaps you really would prefer to go with us. It would be of considerable help to us in piloting this ship and in building power plants for our own rocket fleet.
And what if I refuse?
We will simply throw you overboard when we're out of Earth's field of gravity. You won't fall. You will simply float around in space from now on.
You don't give me much choice. I can't be of much help to you with my hands tied.
You can manage. Just keep an eye on things and let us know what needs to be done.
Seems to be working all right so far.
Chamber exhaust is leaking again.
The vent must be plugged. Close the valve a little.
That didn't help. Pressure's up to 2,500 and still climbing.
You fixed it once. Will you be able to do it again if I free your hands?
I can do it better from the outside with my flying suit on.
No, we can't trust you that far.
I'm afraid we'll have to.
Pressure's going down. Course. The port steering jet doesn't seem to be working.
The port steering jet isn't working.
I know, I just put it out. All you can do is circle around in space until I decide to start that jet again.
Very well. What are your terms?
That you return to Earth as my prisoners. It's either that or circle around in space, and as you say, from now on.
You win.
Your own guns, too. Set a course back to Earth, Dr. Barney.
Aren't you going outside to fix that ship?
No. Couldn't be controlled from in here. Might as well relax, Professor. Take the other controls, Professor. We're almost in.
Did you ever find out what planet Leonardo came from?
No, and Dr. Barney claims he doesn't know. And I'm inclined to believe him.
Whatever planet it is, it's probably the same one that those scrambled radio messages come from.
Maybe and maybe not. But we can be sure we have a powerful enemy someplace in our planetary system.
True. And the failure of just one scheme isn't likely to stop his aggression. There'll still be plenty of work for Commando Cody.
Bearing 289 degrees, distance infinite.
Well, Commando Cody, what do you make of it?
There's no doubt about it, Mr. Henderson. These are radio signals between some distant planet and a mysterious receiver here on Earth. I would say that our enemy from outer space is preparing to step up his activities against Earth.
The next formula covers the translumino-Berry method. I believe this was the theory Commando Cody used as a base to make the blanket of radioactive cosmic dust, which now encircles Earth's outer atmosphere.
Splendid. If I can find out how Commander Cody maintains that screen, I'll be able to devise a way to penetrate it and conquer Earth. What else have you?
This problem deals with Earth in its relation to the universe. So, Commando Cody, I've been instructed by the Interplanetary Commission to ask you to locate this person in outer space. And if his aims are, as we fear, a menace to the welfare and safety of the Earth, to eliminate that menace.
Yes, sir. I'll keep you informed.
Good, and call on us for any help we can give you. Goodbye, Joan, Ted.
That's quite an order, Commando.
But absolutely necessary, Ted. This atomic ball I just analyzed passed through our cosmic dust blanket. Fortunately, it was rendered harmless by radioactivity. Otherwise, every person would have been paralyzed within a 5-mile radius of where it struck. Now, we don't know which planet's involved. But we do know from the strength of the signals returning from Earth that our mysterious receiver must be near here. That should give us a starting point,
You mean by using triangulation to locate the radio?
with a slight variation. Joan, Set up a triangulation station here in the office. Ted, get out this high ground as soon as possible. I'll put on my flight suit and cruise around this general area, carrying a small direction receiver. We'll make a rough triangulation, just enough to locate the beam. Then I'll fly directly down the beam to the location of our mysterious receiver.
Are you in position, Ted? Yes, Commando. I got a bearing on the signals. It's 63 degrees.
Did you get that, Joan?
Yes, Commando. You're about 6 miles due west of the intersection point.
Good. Get moving, Ted. I'll call you again as soon as I locate the beam.
On my way, Commando.
Come in, Ross. I'll be with you in a moment.
I'm going in, Ted. It's in the Grayburn building, corner of 8th and Main. Southeast corner office, 10th floor. Got it?
I'll tell the police.
If my work is successful, I'll land a horde of space slaves and take over Earth.
Commando Cody!
Police.
Quick, man, get a fire hose.
Hey, what's the idea of the guard?
That should be quite obvious, Ross. Commando Cody's activities are of a highly secret nature.
That makes it a little rough on us, doesn't it, Hardy?
The ruler has invented many things. This little device, the vococeptor, should give us the information we desire, regardless of Commando Cody's guards.
So it's obvious from these records and the equipment found in Hardy's office that he headed an extensive spy ring and was transmitting information to a person called the Ruler, now on the planet Venus.
Venus? Are you sure?
Listen to this.
Excellent, Hardy. The metals indicated in the transluminal Veri method are to be found on Venus. I'll go there at once and break down the formula in the mine shop. If my work is successful, I'll land a horde of space slaves and take over Earth.
There's no question about it. If the Ruler works out the transluminal Veri formula, he can attack Earth.
What is the range of your rocket ship, Commando?
Practically unlimited. By using my system of concentrated uranium to create a continuous atomic pile, I can reach even Venus and return.
That's the answer I'd hoped you'd give, Commando. Well, I hate to.
We'll take off tomorrow morning.
The hopes of...
Now see that secrecy is maintained. Well, there's little more to say. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. We'll need it. Won't we, Ted and Joan?
Yes, sir. We?
Of course we. Who else?
Yes, sir. Who else? Well, I hope I see you again sometime, Mr. Henderson.
Good luck.
You might as well relax, Hardy. We can't warn the ruler as long as our space radio is under guard.
I know. Some way, somehow, I have it. Drive to the little chemist shop on John Street near Gardner.
Why, what's up?
If I can't warn the ruler about Commando Cody's visit, possibly I can prevent him from reaching Venus. The cosmic dust blanket, which protects Earth from invasion by outer spaceships, is radioactive. I'll get a special metal my chemist friend has developed, which is sensitive to radioactivity. We'll place this metal in the rocket's propulsion tube. As the ship passes through the cosmic blanket, the metal will melt, plugging the jet vents, causing a flame out.
That's right, and it'll work too, except for one thing.
What's that?
That rocket ship is heavily guarded. How are we going to get past them?
Nothing is impossible, Ross. Hurry now.
All right. Will he tell Commando Cody what happened?
Definitely not. Neither he nor the other guard. They'll think they fell asleep at the post. Now remember to place this exactly as I explained to you. All right. Work quietly. The guard's inside. Uniform.
Set.
All right, let's go.
Calling post 1. Calling post 1.
Post number 1.
This is Commando Cody. We're coming in. Clear us through to the rocket.
Yes, sir. Calling post number 2. Calling post number 2.
Good morning, Clancy. Good morning, sir. You can drive the car back to town. We'll radio when we want you to meet us.
Sure, Commando. Have a good trip, sir.
Thanks. We'll stow the gear after we get in the stratosphere.
Okay.
Fire pilot jets. Firing main jets. Everything is working perfectly. Take over, Ted. Set a course direct for Venus.
Yes, sir. Venus it is.
Easy, Ted. We're entering the cosmic dust blanket. Turn on the dispersal ray.
This always makes me nervous. Commando, something's wrong. We're down to half speed.
The atomic pile checks normal. We're almost through the cosmic dust curtain.
Flame out.
The jet vents must be plugged. Everything else checks normal. Hold on, I'm going to try to blast it clear.
It's no use, Commando. The rocket will split.
What now, Commando?
There's no need for me to tell you that our lives depend on getting this ship under way again and quickly. Our pilot jet is of no use to us out here in space. We must get our flame again before the tubes are entirely cold. Ted, put on the helmet.
Yes.
Joan, get me the electrothermal torch. I'm going into the tube from the outside. Maybe I can cut new vents. Put that line around me.
If I get away from the ship, pull me back.
Stations.
All jets.
All jets work. Set the mechanical pilot, Ted. We better see if we're dangerously radioactive and decontaminate ourselves. Well, we should be down quickly. Want to see what Venus looks like?
After coming this far, I should say so. Bleak-looking place.
Very. Fly over at about 5,000. We're looking for a mountain that has in it the metal contained in the transluminal vari formula, rubidium. We should be able to locate the ore deposit with this instrument. There. That looks like it. Veer to the right, Ted. Land beyond that next range of hills.
Prepare for landing. Guard number 4 calling the ruler. Guard number 4 calling the ruler.
Come in, number 4.
An airborne craft like nothing I've ever seen on Venus is landing at coordinates 7-18.
Huh? Describe it.
Cylindrical with flames coming from a tube in the rear end and...
Does it have landing skids on either side?
Yes, sir.
Then we have a visitor from Earth. A very distinguished visitor. Commando Cody, Sky Marshal of the universe. Keep constant watch and report every move.
Yes, sir.
Be careful, Commando.
An atomic blast can subdue considerable opposition. Turn on your radios. I'll keep in touch with you. Good luck.
Enter, Commando Cody. You can take off your helmet. The air in here is good. So, Commander Cody, Sky Marshal of the universe. As one scientist to another, I must congratulate you. You have conquered space, a great achievement for an Earthman.
You speak English.
I speak all languages equally well. One day I will rule the universe. I must be able to communicate with my subjects.
Apparently, you already have men on Earth, subject to your commands.
And on other planets. I'll use Earth's vast production facilities to supply me with weapons I need to conquer the universe.
Atomic weapons?
Of course. But far superior to anything you have ever seen. Come. This small ray gun could blast the largest building on your planet, or set at a constant pressure, melt that building as completely as if it were a wax figure held over a flame.
You mean it can melt solid stone?
Exactly. And this, Commando Cody, is another of my inventions. One which you will see work, but have no knowledge of its power. It would take me days, possibly weeks, to work out a means of piercing the cosmic dust blanket that protects Earth. But you have that knowledge, Commando Cody. I know you would not place this knowledge at my disposal willingly, so I will take it from you. Seize him! Guards! Guards! Commander Cody has escaped. Send a car after him.
Ed, Joan,
Yes, Commando.
you overheard?
Everything. What a horrible plan. Are you all right, Commando?
For the moment, at least. I have one of their ray guns. If I can make it work, I'm going to melt the mountain and seal that mad killer in his cave. There's a tank or some sort of armored car coming. Get the rocket ship ready to take off. We may have to make a run for it.
Right.
Ted, take off. I'll board you in the air. Right away.
Commando Cody.
Pick her up, fast.
Well, that one hardly reached us.
I think we're safe now. Stay on this course for a few minutes, then set a course for Earth.
Greatest pleasure, Commando. Home, sweet home.
gun is a horrible weapon. I only hope the secret of its construction was buried along with the madman who invented it.
If your madman was buried.
But Ted, he must be. We saw the mountain melt under the gun's rays.
Well, we can't be sure we've heard the last from the mad ruler of outer space. But we can be sure we've stopped his experiments with the transluminal Very method. At least the safety of the world is no longer in immediate danger from that direction.
Well, that's what Mr. Henderson ordered.
Yep, mission accomplished. As I said before...
I know. It's home sweet home.
Right.
Low-lying areas are especially hard hit. Whole communities in the stricken sections are now completely inundated, and the watershed systems taxed beyond their capacity.
Check your pressure graph.
890 over 66.
We're nearing another cloud area below the cosmic dust blanket.
Communication facilities are badly disrupted. Detailed reports are impossible to obtain. But we do know that high winds are accompanying the heavy downpour in some areas, and that the torrential rains are continuing in an ever-increasing pattern, adding to the widespread damage. Is estimated in the billions. Relief facilities are totally inadequate to meet the gigantic task at hand, and there's no sign of any let-up. We will continue this...
Commando Cody to radar control. Are you still following that unidentified ship?
Yes, sir. It's holding steady on course 265, now about 20,000 feet above the cosmic dust blanket.
What's its latest position?
Now over coordinates 176 north, 432 west.
Thanks. Call me when you make the next fix.
Very well, sir.
Here's the course that ship's been following. All along its route, there have been explosions in the clouds, followed by cloudbursts a few minutes later.
You mean that strange ship is causing the rains?
It could be, Joan. Our own scientists see the clouds to make rain. Someone from another planet could be doing it to flood the Earth.
Well, I'm a little new around here, but judging by what Ted told me before he was transferred, this sounds just like your old pal, the ruler.
I'm afraid you're right, Dick.
How many more?
3. Then we're to wait for Earth's answer to the ruler's ultimatum.
reports the unidentified ship has changed course for your city. Should be over you in about an hour. Altitude 80,000.
Say, we've got time enough to get the rocket ship up to intercept it.
They have radar too, Dick. They'd spot us and get away before we could reach them. But the radar won't pick me up in my flight jacket.
You can't intercept a rocket in that.
No, but as long as they're so high, I'll have time to see if they really are dropping something in clouds. Then we'll know what we're up against.
We'll radio you the fixes as they come in.
Fine.
Just a minute, I better check the dispeller attachment.
Good thought. I'd hate to get in the cosmic dust blanket if it wasn't working.
Check and double check.
As of 1406 was 212 north, 318 west.
212, 318. That puts it right here.
Calling Commando Cody. Calling Commando Cody.
Come in, Dick.
The rocket's in a 175-degree course. From the last report, it should pass 3 miles west of you in about 4 or 5 minutes.
Good. There she is now. It's one of the ruler's ships, all right.
Is this the last one? Yes. Unless we're ordered to drop more.
Can so small a bomb cause so much damage?
Because of the gas. It's so highly concentrated. Hello, Mr. Henderson. Any news?
Yes. Here's a message just radioed in from the ruler. The Security Commission wants us to handle it. To the nations of the world, I am stopping the floods to give you time to consider my ultimatum. I demand that you disperse the cosmic dust blanket around Earth and allow my rocket transports to land our occupation forces. I will accept only unconditional surrender. Unless you accept these terms within 24 hours, your entire civilization will be swept into the sea. Radio your reply on shortwave band 2012, and it will be relayed to me by my representatives on Earth. Signed, the ruler.
Were they able to locate the station that sent the message?
No, it must have been sent in a moving transmitter, probably in a car.
But it's fantastic. Can the ruler really cause a flood like that?
I'm afraid so. This bomb is loaded with a radioactive gas, which is released when it explodes. And then when the gas mixes with the water vapor in the clouds, they turn into rain.
What can we do about it?
There's a neutralizer for any chemical reaction if there's time to work it out.
But we only have 24 hours.
Maybe we can stretch it a little. Tell the ruler that it may take several days to contact the governments of all nations. Say that our communication lines have been flooded out.
Yeah, it might work. This is Commissioner Henderson calling the ruler's representative. The ruler's ultimatum has been received, but due to flood damage of our communication system, it'll be impossible to consult all the nations in the time limit set. We request at least 4 days to prepare our answer. I repeat, this is Commissioner Henderson calling the ruler's representative.
This is Baylor reporting from Earth.
Take that.
So from Ship, Car, and I'll serve Snap, the car around Island. Clear and I running outside, comes out the church, it's Shenandoah.
This is Baylor reporting from Earth. Henderson has received your ultimatum. He says he'll need 4 days to contact the other nations before he can draft his reply.
That is too long. They're maneuvering for time. Tell them I must have their reply in 2 days at the latest. And be sure all they're doing is preparing an answer. That is all.
How are we going to find out what they're doing?
The only way I know of is to keep a check on Cody. Take your car and radio Henderson, then come back here. By that time, I'll figure out a way to spy on Mr. Sky Marshal. Be right back.
Yes? Yes, Mr. Henderson, I'll tell them. They've received the ruler's ultimatum. He wants his answer in 2 days.
We've analyzed the gas that causes the rain.
Yes, but working out a formula to stop those bombs is something else again.
We've got to do it. We'll work around the clock until it's done.
Well, that I'll buy.
Let's have at it.
This vococeptor will pick up sounds through the walls of any building. Give it to old Chris, the apple peddler. They're used to seeing him around. Tell him to get as close as he can to Commando's office and tune it in on the building.
Right.
Mr. Kelly?
No, thanks. Not today, Chris.
Mr. Mike?
When will it be there?
Chris has made contact.
I see. Thanks.
The counter gas is on its way to the rocket now, Commando.
Good. That covers everything. The dispenser is already installed.
How long will it take to spread the gas?
Only a few hours. We'll spread it along a north and south line between these points. The rotation of the Earth will scatter it through the rest of the cosmic dust blanket. Then the ruler's rain-making bombs will explode before they hit the clouds.
Can you finish the job in time?
Well, we can try.
This is Baylor reporting from Earth. I've just learned that Commando Cody has worked out a counter gas to explode your bombs before they reach the clouds. He'll try to have it in place before your ultimatum expires.
I'll teach them what it costs to try to play tricks on me. What they've had so far is only a small sample of what they're going to get. Calling rocket R6. Calling rocket R6.
This is R6. We read you, Excellency.
What is your position?
Cruising halfway between Earth and Moon.
Proceed at once to east part of the United States. Drop a series of delayed action bombs into the heavy clouds over that area.
But, Your Excellency, that'll wash half the country away.
That's what I want. When you are finished there, we'll give Europe the same treatment. That is all.
Enough left of the world to conquer. But orders are orders. Course 93.
Course 93.
Calling post number 1. Calling post number 1.
Post number 1.
This is Commando Cody. We're entering the rocket area. Clear us with the other post.
Yes, sir. Calling post number 2. Calling post number 2.
Everything's in order, Commando. Good. We're taking off right away. Yes. Fire pilot jet.
Fire pilot jet.
Fire main jets.
Fire main jet.
Keep her as she is, Dick. We'll get the gas dispenser ready.
Right, Commando.
We're through the cosmic dust blanket. Release the counter gas, Joan.
Yes, sir.
Is it working all right?
So far. Keep her due north.
Due north.
Calling Commander Cody. Henderson calling Commander Cody.
Yes, Mr. Henderson?
Radar reports an unidentified ship moving in from the moon toward the east coast.
That area isn't covered by the gas blanket yet.
How soon will it be covered?
Several hours. We're almost through laying the gas, but it's just begun to spread. Should we try to intercept that rocket?
No. No, you better finish dispensing the counter gas. I'll keep you informed on all radar contacts.
Very well, sir. Give her all she'll take, Dick. We gotta get through this job in a hurry.
Full speed. Plus.
End of plot line, Commando.
That does it, Dick. Head east.
East it is.
Calling Calling Commander Cody. Calling Commander Cody. Yes, Mr. Anderson. Radar reports the enemy rocket now nearing the eastern seaboard, vicinity of New York. Is there any chance the gas blanket has reached that far yet?
No chance at all. But we've finished spreading the gas, and we'll try to intercept the rocket.
You make it.
Course for New York is 9-3.
9-3. If radar can fix the course of that rocket this soon, it'll be over its target before we can get there.
Yes, but we may be able to knock it down before it does much damage.
We're almost over the target area. Target. Target.
Come in, Mr. Henderson.
It's a terrific cloudburst over New York. There are reports of a tidal wave moving in.
What's the last radar fix on the enemy ship?
Flying due north from the center of the storm area, now about over central New Hampshire.
We'll make contact with him in about 2 minutes.
Make it as fast as you can, or the entire eastern seaboard will be wiped out.
Yes, sir. There he is. Keep closing in on him.
Right, Commander. Hold your course. Make another drop soon.
I'll check the ray gun generator.
There's a ship coming up on our quarter. I'll use the gun. Hey, we can't take many like that.
Stand by for ray gun fire.
Standing by.
Left 15.
Left 15.
Elevate 12.
Elevate 12.
On target, steady.
Steady she is.
Keep firing!
At least he isn't hurting us any more than we did him.
But he's too far away for burst firing. I'm going to put a steady ray on. Right 10.
Right 10.
On target, hold her steady.
Steady.
They've got a continuous ray on us. It'll melt the ship. Fire again. I can't make it. Try and get away from him.
Left 8.
Left 8.
Down 10.
Down 10.
That did it.
Well, what next, Commander?
Set a course for the storm area.
That'll be about 118.
The counter gas is working.
Good. Now the storm will clear.
It's about time.
You can say that again.
It's about time.
Head for home, Dick.
Yes, sir.
Have you a final estimate of the damage?
No, but it might have been much worse. Fortunately, the countergas kept the destruction localized.
Well, at least there's one satisfaction. There'll be no more floods.
Can we count on that, Commando?
Well, I think so, Dick.
Ah, that's what I call good news. Boy, have I been uncomfortable.
Back already? This is Don O'Malley again with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Now, join us next week for a couple more episodes of Commander Cody, Sky Marshal of the Universe. And if you want, go to Donald O'Malley or Don's Breakfast Cereal Show on YouTube. Hit like and subscribe, and you'll never miss one of my shows. So thanks again for tuning in. Hope to see you next week. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and good night.